Welcome. My name is Debbie and this is Pouring My Art Out for the Lord. And I have done a series of projects over the last months, probably more than a year. I can't remember when I did the first one. And I call them my mini hymn gift journals. And this is the first one that I made. And I thought they would be wonderful projects to make a journal, make a few of them, and then give them away to different people who are in need of encouragement, being ministered to, and whatever. So I made this one, and this one has the lyrics of the song Day by Day. So I think I stole a bunch of the ephemera out of here into another one. I've got several of these. So day by day and with each passing moment, strength I find to meet my trials here, trusting in, and it keeps on going. So there's a whole bunch of ephemera missing in this one, but you can decorate them any way you want. There's journal pages in the kits. There's a whole bunch of ephemera. This one I added some bits and pieces of lace and different tucks and tags and all that kind of stuff. So this is my purple day by day one. And I have a playlist for all of these. I'll link it below. There's 15 videos there now. And not only do I make the little journals, but I have a whole bunch of other projects on there. And actually I've got quite a few freebies over there. Here's one of the little projects that uses the day by day bits and pieces. So here's a little bit of the ephemera, but this is just using a paper bag to make like a loaded pocket. Here's another little folio that I made with this kit, Great is Thy Faithfulness. So all of that is from the kit. So there's a video tutorial on how to make that. And they're all similar kits, so you can use any of the kits to make any of the projects, basically. So this is the next one I made. This one is using Great is Thy Faithfulness. So I have the hymn lyrics there. These ones I turned into pockets. This one I do have some ephemera in. So there's journal pages and pockets, and I have several videos on how to make these journals. Like I said, they're all very similar to make, all kinds of different bits and pieces that you can put in there, but really fun. And because all of the pieces are there for you, they're pretty quick to put together. So, if you wanted to make, a couple of each of them, you could probably make 3 or 4 in a day, I would think, and then have them on hand. And if someone needs some encouragement, you can just, there's lots of pieces of ephemera where you could just write down some scriptures or some notes and give them to someone for, kind of personalize it for someone for encouragement. So this one I added a couple little beads to. And then I think the next one I made, It Is Well With My Soul. So I have a bit of lace at the front. So again, similar, but obviously in different color themes. This is the blue one. So, and then the lyrics are here again. And then the last one I made is Nearer My God to Thee, and this is my yellow one. And I have a couple of other yellow freebies that go along with this and some more yellow projects. So that's all on the playlist below, so you can check that out. So again, just lots of fun, really cute little albums. Lots of nice fun ephemera that goes with it. So those were 4, and I made another one. So this one I made is using the hymn Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing. And all of the hymns that I'm using are in the public domain, so it's fine to put the lyrics there and put these kits together. So this one is 18 pages. I think this might be my largest one, or maybe the yellow one is also 18 pages. I don't know, but I think they keep getting a little bit bigger every time I make one. So this is the cover for it. These are just 2 interesting little pockets, some tabs, lots of words, word strips you can cut apart and use however you want. This is one of the backing pages, so I printed on the back of that so that you can have that on the back of the of this if you want. Most of these I used envelopes as my base. I think a couple of them I made with cardstock as well, but if you want to use an envelope as a base, you wouldn't have to print on the back. In fact, I probably won't use the back of this one. But so there's one page, and then there's 4 pages of basically 4 journal pages on each page. So you would cut these 2 out together and fold them to make like 4 pages, basically 1, 2, 3, 4 pages in your journal. So with the 4 pages that are here, once you cut them out and fold them, you would have, so each one of these is 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so it'd be 32 pages. And all of them I added some extra, just, I don't know, maybe this one I didn't, but most of them I added some extra pages of, you know, just, this was a little book page that I put with just some prayers on it. Here's just a piece of yellow paper. Sometimes I do coffee dyed paper, whatever, so you can make them a little bit bigger if you want, but these are the pages. If you're in my Inspired Junk Journalers group, these are pages that I adapted from our last project, which was a Psalms project. And I really love how the papers turned out with the torn edges and the teal and natural colors. So I thought I would reuse some of them. I adapted them and miniaturized them and all that. Made lots of new ephemera and everything. But this coordinates with that journal as well. And then here are the lyrics for the song. So I have them numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there's the lyrics for the song. So a lot of times I use these as pockets, but you can just use them as a tuck. I actually like to glue them on because then you don't lose the order. If you just put them in as tucks, you can lose the order, but you know, you can do what you want. These ones I did not print in the back because I probably will glue them on. This is the story of the song, the Sim, which is really interesting. And here's just an old antique music score for the song. And then I usually include, this is my solids pages, but I have 4 different ones because we're making kind of mini journals. It's nice to have a variety instead of a whole page of this, a whole page of this, you know. So I have 4 different ones in teal and 4 different in the natural. And these you can cut up to make pockets, belly bands, tucks, backings, whatever you want. You can print them out several times. I really like having those just, you know, to coordinate. These are some tags. So I have 8 tags, 4 of these teal ones and 4 of the more natural ones, all different elements on there. This one I did not print on the back because I think I'll back this on something a little bit stiffer, maybe file folder or something like that. And then I have my ephemera. So the ephemera is just really interesting, all kinds of different kind of eclectic, and I think this is what really makes the journals so personalized and just so interesting. You know, all different sizes, there's labels, there's tucks, there's, you know, you can glue things right on the page, you can make them into belly bands, you can make them into pockets, you can, you know, decorate whatever you want. This one I did back with one of the backing pages so that I can, if I want to use them for a tuck, I can do that. If I glue them straight on, then I don't need the backing. But, and here's the next one. So some vintage advertisements, kind of a stamp, fussy cut butterfly, a postcard, some tickets. There's some stamps that I made with just a couple of nautical images. I made another one there with a butterfly and put another one of the backing pages on here. And here's the 3rd page of ephemera. So a beautiful rose, heart shape, a little price tag, circles, all different shapes and sizes. This one I have part of the words on a hang tag. this hang tag, I think it's going to be, well, it'll just fit if you wanted to tuck it just into a pocket, but I think I might fold it in maybe kind of some interesting way and stick that in. This one as well, I put them together so you can use, you know, cut them separately and use it as two different ones, where you can fold it in half, glue it, and it's, you know, one complete piece, or you can glue it and, you know, on three sides and leave it open for a tuck. So lots of different things you can use. And then that's the backing of that one. So really, really nice kit. These kits have been really popular. I really enjoy putting them together, and I've heard that people really enjoy making them and gifting them, and so I thought it was time for another one, and I just love this colorway. So if you're interested, the kit is in my shop, and there's like a tab when you go into my coffee shop. There's kind of, I don't know, it's like a playlist, but it's, I don't know what they even call it, categories, I think. And there's one called Mini Hymn Gift Journals, I think. So all 5 of these are in there. And I'll link the playlist with all of the videos and the tutorials. And like I said, there's freebies there. There's other projects. So if you're interested in that, just check below and all the details are there. I didn't obviously make this journal yet. I printed it out twice, so I'm going to make at least 2. But I don't have time to make it right at this moment. I'll kind of pick away at it here and there, and I'll show it to you when it's done. But it's basically, you can, you know, watch any of these videos and see how I put things together and get ideas, and yeah. So hopefully you like the new kit. Let me know in the comments below if you like the colors, and also if you have any suggestions for the next one. I don't know when I'm going to have time to make another kit, but you know, I think there will be a next one at some point. Give me ideas of what color you would like. We have pink, purple, blue, yellow, and teal now. Give me an idea of what colors that you might like, and a hymn that you might like. Has to be in the public domain, but yeah, I'll see what I can do about making something just for you. If you give me some suggestions, maybe I'll make that into the next kit. So thank you so much for watching. Blessings, and we'll see you soon.